Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sharlrita Deloatch. I'm your digital publishing bestie. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a 500 word book in Canva for Amazon KDP. So this is going to be step by step. So I'm not only going to be teaching you, but I'm going to be showing you in today's video. So go ahead and get I wouldn't even say get a pen and paper. You can actually pause this video and actually do this. We could do this together. Okay. So go ahead and grab your pen and paper. Go ahead and grab your laptop so that you can work on this with me. And I wanted to do this video because I did have this question in my email and I wanted to address this via video because I felt like, if she had this question, then more than likely others will have this question as well. And plus, this is my first time actually doing a word book inside of Amazon, inside of Canva for Amazon KDP. Now, I've done journals and planners, but actually doing a book, this is my first time doing this live. But so we're gonna keep on. Let's keep on going on. But first of all, before you even we go into Canva, I want you to ask yourself if your book would be a print book or a ebook. Okay. In this case, in today's video, we're gonna just pretend this is gonna be a print book, okay? But you can do some of the same steps with the ebook, and I'll differentiate those once we get there, okay? But before we get into today's content, I want to let you know about my working workshop that's happening on November the 21st, where I'm going to share with you how you can build a profitable email list. Now, this is a working workshop, so when you come to the workshop, you definitely need to come to work. My goal for you is that at the end of this workshop, you're going to have your email list set up. You're going to have your lead magnet created so that you can attract subscribers to your email list. And you're also going to have your planned out 5 email welcome sequence to nurture and convert your new subscribers to loyal followers and customers. So get ready to work. Okay. So you can join for only $49 at the time of this recording. Go to sharlritadeloatch.com/workshop to get access to the workshop. So we're going to be working, honey. All right. So don't come just to listen to me talk. We're going to be working. I am going to be working with some tools like ConvertKit. And if you have an email list provider already, still come to the workshop because all of them work the same. They just have different buttons. Okay. So more than likely, I probably know how to work that too that you already have. So come to the workshop. The seats are limited because this is a working workshop. I really want to work with you while we're there. Of course, you can come to answer questions and we'll be together for about a good 2 hours. So come ready to work. All right. So let me get into over here at Canva. I'm going to come right over here to canva.com. And the first thing we're going to do is like you answer the question, whether it's going to be a print book or whether it's going to be an ebook, because there are some different steps for either or, because when you're printing, that's a whole different ball game. Okay. Then doing an ebook, it just takes, you know, all you need to do is just upload the cover, upload the inside, and you are quick and ready to go. But with a print book, yes, you need to upload the cover, upload the inside, but you got to create them separately. No matter what, if you are creating an ebook or a print book, your cover has to be separate. It has to be designed separate. It has to be a whole separate file. Okay. It cannot be together. The way Amazon KDP works, they're going to ask you to upload the cover first and then upload the inside. So they need to be 2 separate files. Okay. So I'm going to first let's work with the inside first. So the first thing I would do is go over here to docs and just create a doc. And I say docs because it's just like writing. So it's like writing a book, all those good things. I'm going to do a little copy and paste because I am currently in a stage where I'm writing my next book. So this is going to be fairly easy for me to do, but you can definitely follow along. So first thing you need to have with every book, because we're working with a print book, you definitely need to have a cover page. Okay. This is what my cover page looks like. So this is my next book that I'm writing right here. Now I don't like the way that came out, but so let me go back here. Let me go like that. Okay. I don't like the way that came out. I still don't like the way that came out. So we're going to do some maneuvering around. Okay. So with your cover page, just like you open any book, they have a cover page. So I'm just going to come over here and just put that in the middle. I'm not trying to make this super fancy, but I wanted to make it so that you can actually see. Okay. So this is going to be the cover page. Okay. So you need to have a cover page. The next page that you need to have, let's see. Okay. See, they got the subheader up here, so I don't know how that's going to work. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's see. Let me go like this. So I guess with Canva, you don't have to necessarily have a second page. This is what I don't like. Okay, let's see how we can work around this. Okay. All right, page break. Let's do that here. So let's do a page break. There we go. Because I need two separate pages. Like, Lord. Okay, so the second thing you need to have, and I'm just building up the foundation of the book, you do need to have a copyright page. You do need to have a copyright page. I do have some I have all of these tools in my academy. So I have a Profitable Publishers Academy. You want to get access to that. Only $2.97. You get access to all my courses and trainings and things like that, all of my resources. So you can go there to get the copy, like what this looks like right here, because you need to have copyright, all rights reserved. This is a template. Okay. You just fill it in. Okay. So you do need to have a copyright page. Okay. So the next thing you want to have with your book, and we're talking about a print book. Now, all of my books, I always have a freebie. Now, you don't have to do what I do, but with my books, I have a freebie, but that's not like necessarily that you have to have that, but you need to have you want to have some type of freebie. Now, the next thing that I have going on, if minus the freebie, we're going to do another page break. All right. And what I need right here is the table of contents. So I don't like the way they did that. So let me go back. Okay. So we're going to type a table of contents. So I'm going to put that over here in the middle, make it a little bigger. The table of contents you're not going to really fill out until after you're done writing. Okay. All right. So let's say with the table of contents, we're going to have here, let's say I got a free gift there. Then I got introduction. Let's see. So I'm going to just put introduction. And then we're going to put what page that's going to go on. So you can kind of put some lines here that says it's going to go on page 1. Chapter 1. Just a fun fact, when you're putting chapter 1, 2, make sure it's actually the word and not a number. Okay, so let's say chapter 1 is going to be on page 3. So you do that, so on and so forth, as you go to your chapters. Okay. Now, if you desire to have most books will have like an introduction. If you don't, if you definitely want to have some type of introduction. If you want to, you can have a foreword that's written by someone else that can be a part of the book. I have a whole list in my academy that tells you with your books what you can. It's actually a part of I have different courses and things inside the academy. But these particular templates that I'm talking about, when you get access to the academy, there's also a training it's called Power Publishing Secrets, and it's actually one of my book series that I wrote. So inside of Power Publishing Secrets, you can get access to all of these templates, all those good things. It tells you from start to finish how to write and publish your book, especially nonfiction, business books. I'm talking about print books, so that's what I teach in Power Publishing Secrets. Okay. So we have all of that there. So it's like, okay, I'm good with that part right there. Now let's go to the writing. So we're going to do another, that's a page break. Okay. So this is where you can start your chapters. Okay. So I'm going to have chapter 1. And I'm going to push this over here. Remember, you don't have to make yours as plain as mine. You can play around with it with the fonts and things like that. The great thing about Canva's doc, it's already like formatted. Like you don't really have to have anyone to format it because it's going to stay within the lines. Okay. So this is just a quick and easy way for you to get this done. Now, I personally, any books that I write, I don't necessarily use Canva. I use actual book templates. So I have those too in the academy, but with the book templates is they're in Word, and it does make it easier because I can just type in there and I don't have to have someone to format it if I don't want to, but normally I do because I don't have the time and the patience for formatting. And formatting is just making sure that your book looks like a book. That's basically what it is. Make sure all the lines, make sure all the words are within the line so that when it's time for you to print, that things are not running off of the line. So that's the only thing about Canva is that you have to have you have to have the patience and the eye to know this is what you need to do, right? But other than that, you can easily have your book done in here, right? So I'm just going to do a little copy and paste this because, like I said, I'm already writing. So you're just getting a little sneak peek of my next book. So I'm writing a book about starting and growing your own hybrid publishing company. And so this is like my mini introduction right here, but we're going to say that this is going to be the chapter. You see, I'm in the rough draft part, so don't look at all my fonts like, girl, you got all that red going on. Yeah, that's when it comes to writing, that's what's going to happen. Okay. You're going to have a whole bunch of red, and that's okay. Okay. So I'm just going to paste this here just to kind of give you guys some context. Okay. Most books, I know someone may ask about the font, what font size. You definitely want to start at least a 12, okay, a 12. I say no, don't go no further. Don't go no bigger than a 14, okay? Don't go no bigger than a 14. I think 14 is a pretty decent size, but I always use 12, the 12 font. What type of font you want to use, it definitely depends on you, but you don't get too crazy. You want to make the font readable. It has to be readable for your audience, for people to see. Remember, this is going to be a print book, so it needs to be very much readable. The great thing about Canva, they do have some fancy fonts in here that you can use and you can kind of play around with. But like I said, even with the formatting, see how it's not allowing me to go even past here. So it's pretty good. You can go ahead and get that done. So once all your writing is done, this is what you need to do. Make sure everything is how you want it. Make sure you did your spell checking, your editing, everything that you want it to be. Please, please, please make sure that your copyright page is here. Make sure that your paperback has a ISBN number. Okay, you can get one from Amazon. Amazon will give it to you for free. Okay, now cautious you when it comes to getting their ISBN numbers. Number one, you want to make sure you go ahead and start the uploading process in Amazon first, so that go all the way to the part where it asks you about the ISBN number. Go ahead and get your ISBN number and put it here. You need to put this here before we do the next step. Okay, so just to let you know, this is about print books. All right, so make sure it's ISBN numbers is 13 numbers. So just make sure that you have all of your numbers here, and I'm just putting numbers here. Okay, so make sure that you have your numbers here. Copy and paste them from Amazon KDP, because what will happen is once you upload the book, it may flag it and say, the ISBN number does not match what's in the system. Okay, so you want to make sure that those things match. All right. When you also use Amazon KDP's ISBN number, instead of it saying your publishing company as a publisher, is going to say, I think it still says independent publisher. I think it says independent publisher or something like that. It's not going to say your publishing company name or your name. Okay. So I get my ISBN numbers from a website called myidentifiers.com. So I always purchase a bundle of 10 at a time for $295, which is not bad. So I can publish 10 books from that. Okay. I say used to, because I'm on my way to reopening my publishing company. But even with my publishing company, BWE Publishing Consultant, where we provide done for you publishing services for women in business, with that business, I purchase ISBN numbers because that's a part of my publishing packages. So my clients do get ISBN numbers to come with their packages. Okay. So we got everything here, right? So we're ready to go, right? Remember, I told you guys you got to have a cover, right? So I have a blank cover over here. This is just a mock-up. It's actually one of my journal covers, but since this book right here is already ready for us as a 6x9, so we got to make sure that the measurements are matching as well. So over here, I think their measurements, let's go to Magic Shift and Magic Shift switch. All right, let's go to, that lets you translate it to another language. We're going to do a video on that one, y'all. Ooh. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, transform the content, convert to a presentation. I don't want to do that. I want to change the size. So, uh, okay, so I know they moved some things. No, I don't want to transform that. I don't want to convert it into a presentation, which is that's great that they doing this with docs. But let's go share. And I'm thinking that their docs is an 8x5x11. I used to be able to see the size. All right, let's see. Settings. Okay, show page layout. Let me see the layout. What is show me the page layout? File. Oh, what did I do? Okay, I don't like this. I need to know the size. I believe this is an 8x5x11. So that means I have to make sure that these match. So this means, see, I can resize this. Um, yeah, this is a 6x9. Let's see, by 11. I don't think that's gonna work. Let me look for some other journal. I have some other templates as well. Let me look for those. Okay, I had to dig inside of my Canva to get a cover. All right, so I know that this is a 8x5x11. So let me go over here to the resize. I need to see the size to make sure. Most of all of my planner covers are 8x5x11. So I just want to do a check just to make sure that this one is. Yeah, so that's what I was looking for. So with covers, you have to do it by the width and the height. So 17.48 by 11 by 25 inches. Okay. So I was getting ready to put the 8x5x11. It can't be like that with the cover. The cover has to be a different size than the inside. So the inside, which is what we were working with, I believe is an 8x5x11. I'm going to share this and I'm going to download. So when you're all ready to go, download it as a PDF print. But unfortunately, it's just giving you PDF standard. And I don't know about this, you guys. I don't know about this part about about writing a book inside using Canva's feature here, this doc feature. I don't think this is going to work, but you can try it out. Let's see. Well, make sure it's a PDF. Okay, so make sure you download it as a PDF, which it came out okay. I don't really like it. I don't really like this at all. Okay. So that's me. I just don't really like this at all. And then once you are done with your cover, so once your cover is done, this has to be downloaded as a PDF as well. Okay. This needs to be downloaded as a PDF. So you got to get that done. All right. So click here, download it, and then download this as a PDF. PDF print, okay, is the best. PDF print. And this is what the doc should have, but the doc is not going to have this. So I use CMYK. So where it says color profile, CMYK. Okay. The cover would be fine because the color does have more print. I mean more color. So yeah, I think that would be okay. Okay. So we got it as PDF print, and then we have CMYK. This is best for professional printing. And then we're going to download that. Okay. We're just going to pretend this is our book cover. All right. All right, let's go over here. I'm gonna go ahead on and go to Amazon KDP. So once you go to kdp.amazon.com, we're gonna go over here to where it says create. Okay, we're gonna click on create. It's a free account that you can set up, so it's absolutely free for you to do that. We're going to create a paperback. Okay, we're gonna create a paperback. I'm gonna go through this all the way because I'm interested to see if we get any errors, and that way we'll know if using the doc is going to be good. If you have this in a series, you add a series edition number, add the author name. If you have contributors like authors, you can put them here. You want to list your editor, maybe your editor. This is good for people. Now you want to list them anyway, but this is very beneficial for individuals that have a Amazon author page because it's going to tag them, and that's great to see. Okay, so you can contribute anybody here. Put your description here. So I'm just going to paste. What did I have last in my? Oh, wait, there it goes. So I have too many words. You have too many words, girl. Okay. So we're gonna leave that like that. I always put that I own the copyright. Okay, I own the copyright. Primary audience, make sure there's nothing explicit. That's not for children. But if there is a reading age, you want to put that here. I always publish mine to Amazon.com. .com is for the US, or you can do UK, DE, FR, ES, many different countries. So depending on where you want to publish, you definitely want to have your categories for your books. All your books you want to have at least 3 categories. Okay, you can find up to 3, and I'm just randomly just selecting right now just to kind of show you how it works. Make sure that you are putting your books in the category in which they belong. Okay, so I'm just going to list one for right now. Keywords are very, very, very important. I talk about keywords here on my channel about a lot of things with keywords. Keywords is what make Amazon work. Okay, so you want to have keywords in here that match what your customer would be searching for. Okay, these are optional, but I definitely suggest that you do that, especially if you want Amazon to promote your book. Okay, now you can have a publication date if you want, or you can say my book was previously published if you have that going on, but I always click that. You can schedule a book release. Okay, so let's say, hey, I'm not gonna schedule this out until another day. You can do that, but after you submit for public, anyways, it takes up to 72 hours before it can go live on Amazon. Okay, so once we finish that, we're gonna hit save and continue. Okay, so once you hit save and continue, it's going to go next, you should get that message right there that says save successfully. Okay. Now this right here, be careful how you select this, because once you select your paper and things like that, you are not going to be able to change that. Remember, I talked about the ISBN number, right? Remember, if you plan to use their ISBN number, you can click on assign. Okay. So you can use free KDP ISBN number to publish a book. This free ISBN number can only be used on KDP for distribution to Amazon and its partners. It cannot be used with another publisher or publishing services. Okay. That's why I get my own, because I don't need anybody telling me where I can publish my stuff. Okay. But that's the thing. When you're using somebody else's stuff, you got to play by their rules. So this means, in hindsight, you cannot take this ISBN number that has been assigned, right? You cannot take this and then go and then try to use the same ISBN number to publish it on another platform. Okay. So you're not going to be able to do that. Now it says with their partners, okay, with their partners. Now they are partnered with some different platforms. I know they are partnered with, what is it called, Draft to Digital, Lulu Publishing. So you can definitely try it to see. Okay. I personally always get my own. So remember I told you that you need to get this number right here, and this needs to be inside your book before you actually convert it over to a PDF. Okay. So that's what I was saying earlier. This needed to be here. Okay. This needs to be right here before you can get it over to print. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. And even if you're working with a formatter, they're going to ask you what most time the formatter is not going to ask you for it. But I just want to let you know, if you use any other type of, if you use a Word document, it doesn't matter. The process is still the same. This ISBN number needs to be inside that book before it goes to formatting. Because once your book is formatted, you can't really make any more changes unless you want the formatter to charge you, and some of them will. Okay. So you got print option. So you have either black and white. I love the black and white. Cream paper is nice too. Or if you want color, premium color, you have to choose. So it's always defaulted to the black and white interior. So that's your pages, okay? Now your trim size. Your trim size is what we have now. Well, we have we have a different book. We have an 8x5x11, right? Right, which is right here. So this is ours. The trim size is just saying what size is your book. Okay. Is it the 6x9, which is a regular print book size? 8x5x11 are usually used for like planners. Some people do some bigger journal, but those are the different sizes. I always put no bleed here. And then you have your cover. Now your cover can be if you like the shiny look, which is my favorite. I love glossy, so I do glossy, or you can do the matte. Matte is beautiful as well. Okay. Now this is why I was saying you have to upload the manuscript. So this is where we actually upload the book, and I'm just so interested to see how this is going to look and to see if we're going to get any errors. So you're going to upload that, and it's going to give you this hourglass right here for uploading. Once it's finished uploading, it's going to give you a message right here. So it's processing the file. But while it's processing, we can go ahead and upload our cover. PDF only. Okay. It has to be a PDF. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to click that and click here. Okay. So while that's processing up there, you can go ahead and do your cover, so you can kind of get them all done at one time. Okay. Get them all done at one time. Once both of them are processing, it's going to give you processing the file right up there at the top. There's an error. I got an error. All right. I should have known this, but I have to have a minimum of 24 pages. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to go further from here, because I don't think I have anything on my computer that's 24 pages. Let me see. I don't know why I didn't catch that. I don't even think my book right here has 24 pages. No. Okay. So just a FYI, you got to have 24 pages. Other than that, That's the only error that they gave us. Okay, they didn't give us any other error, so I am assuming this will be okay. Now there was a process. There was a problem processing your cover. Yeah, because the inside could not be processed, so they have to be processed like together. It's like they're going in there and putting it together. So we cannot finish and go forward with this. However, the next steps are very much easy. You pick your price for your book, and then you get to click the button where you can get a sample of your book, so you know what that looks like. Now make sure too you don't ignore this AI generated content. For us, this is a no. It's not AI generated content. If there is anything AI generated, tell the truth, say that it is. If you put a yes, it's going to ask you what is your text. None is your images. Maybe you have one and you have to put where you got it from. Okay. Translation. We saw that in Canva. So you could put, if you have some translation, put none. All right. Once you are done, or once everything is together like it's supposed to be, then you'll be able to launch the preview. Okay. The preview is going to show you what the actual book will look like, and it will give you some more errors if you have any. Okay. Sometimes Amazon KDP is great at picking up some errors, like if there's some misspellings or anything. Sometimes, there are some misspelling of things that are not really misspellings, but they think it's a misspelling, so you'll be able to click that everything is okay. It also will let you know, will have the bleed lines. So it will let you know when it goes to print what's going to get cut off. Okay. So sometimes you'll get an error too. If something like you have a flower or something, like for example, this flower right here, it may cut off, right here. And Amazon KDP will let you know that this part will cut off because it has to be within the line. That's why it's important too, for like journals, any covers. You got to make sure that your words are not too close. Like this one I had was a little too close. I needed to move that over just a little bit, and so that it has to be in the middle right there, so that you can make sure that nothing gets cut off. Okay. So that's a tutorial, okay, on really how you can create a 500 word book in Canva for Amazon KDP. Yeah, I wouldn't, going through this with you, I wouldn't advise it, because it is not what it is. Now, if you don't want to use docs and you want to use maybe an ebook template, you probably could do that. Let me know if you want me to do a tutorial on that. But even with the ebook templates, you can get those printed. But again, you got to make sure that the cover is separate. Okay. And most ebooks already comes with a front cover. It's not going to come with the back cover. So that means you got to do a little bit more work and get your cover, make sure that the cover is measured so that it's going to fit, that book. So it's possible. It can definitely be done. It just takes just a couple of more steps for you to get that done. Okay. So again, make sure that you come to the workshop. If you got to build your email list, I want to help you to do that. I appreciate you guys for being in this video. If you have any questions, put them down below. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and make sure that you hit the notification bell, so when I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. Now, if you want to get access to all of my templates and things, the book templates that I've mentioned here in this video, I have them in the Profitable Publishers Academy. $297 one time, get you access to basically all of my courses and classes and those type of things. I do have some things that you can purchase if you desire, but a lot of those things you can go in there and you can download, and it does include some cover templates as well that you can use for your books, your journals, your planners. So I have those inside of the academy. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed doing it, but go ahead and get your book done. And thank you so much.